Hi guys, welcome. Danny here from the Magic Junk Drawer with more stories from the A&P Vault. So what was the final destiny of our store? Well, our store had stayed closed for almost a year. We closed in November and there was no sign of any life in that store until I would say very late spring of the following year. And then now there were some signs of movement. Like I was seeing trucks in the dock, and rumor had it that another store was opening up in there. So when I heard that the store was opening up, I emailed them because I wanted a position. See, that was one of the biggest problems that we had during the whole bankruptcy thing. We were waiting to be bought. We were waiting for another store to come in there, and then depending on the company, like the stores that were taken over by Acme, they just rolled over the employees. Those employees didn't lose anything. That was a situation where the name had just changed. So none of us wanted to jump ship because we wanted to see if another store was coming in there. Like, people were telling me things like, oh, you can work in this town or you can go get a job there. Yeah, but it's so far away from home, and to start as a new employee, I'm gonna get to that. You don't even wanna know what they offer you. So we were waiting, we were riding out the storm to see if another company was coming in here and was gonna pick us up. Being the store was closed for over 6 months, they didn't have to take back any of the old employees. And I don't think they did. I think they took back one of the meat wrappers, somebody from the bakery, and maybe 1 or 2 cashiers, but I didn't even get an interview. They didn't even answer my email. So needless to say, I've never been in the store the night that we closed. You know, we locked the store. That was the last time I was there. And it was such a horrifying experience to the closest people to me, that the people closest to me have never gone in there either. They're like, oh, no, I'm not going in there. I don't want to know nothing. So, that's that. I don't know anything about the store because I've not been in there. Anything that I've heard has just been, rumors that I've heard from people. But so after the store closed and we were waiting for something to go in there, for me, being that it was so close to my house, it was so convenient, and I had the relationship with A&P for being there for so long, that if they needed somebody over 18 to close the store from 9 to 11 on Saturday night, I could run down there and close the store for 2 hours. If they needed me, to fill in from 1 to 3 in between my yoga classes, I could stop in there. It was right up the street from my house. It's not going to be like that for me everywhere. And on the other hand, like, I wouldn't be able to do that for everyone, and they wouldn't expect it. We just had that kind of a relationship at A&P where we all kind of worked together for the most part. I mean, of course there were instances where people got upset and things didn't work right, but for the most part we all worked together. So after the store had closed, I interviewed for a really nice grocery store, and I asked for $5 an hour less than I was making at A&P, and the manager told me that there was no way in hell that I was going to get it, and on top of that, they weren't happy with the hours I was available, so they didn't hire me. Well, you know what? On the grand scheme of things, I think that my days of working in a grocery store are over, and to get another job working in a grocery store would be moving backwards at this point, because I did that. But on the other hand, I really felt like, after spending my entire life growing up in a grocery store and being able to run the place blindfolded, lying on my back, let me tell you about the time I pulled my back out. With a cold, with pneumonia, with one hand, with one foot, I could run the entire store. They wouldn't even accept me for anything, and they weren't. I mean, $5 an hour less, it's a lot of money less. So they didn't hire me. I interviewed for Stop and Shop, that also wasn't going to hire me because they didn't like the hours I was available, but if they did hire me, they were going to hire me at minimum wage, which I have to tell you is a crying shame, because not only do I have all this experience, but A&P didn't hire me when I was 15 at minimum wage. I got paid more than that then. So I sure as hell wasn't going to work for it. Now, with the experience that I have, you know, if I was starting a job that I'd never done before, it would be different. But I couldn't believe, and even like my father was like, all this experience you have, you can't get another job working in a grocery store. See, that was the attitude that a lot of the customers have. Oh, so big deal, so go work for ShopRite. Oh yeah, no big deal, so go work for the, yeah, but they want to hire you at nothing. They want to hire you at less than half what you were making. You would have to work twice as many hours. It's not even worth it. You know, I mean, look, it's worth it if you have nothing else coming in, and it's worth it if you're, you know, not supporting yourself. But in order for me to support myself on something like that, I would have to work a whole lot of hours. And they wouldn't even give them to me because part-time hours, you know, they had to cut them. You weren't allowed to work more in New York State than I think 27 hours, or the company was getting fined by the government. So I couldn't even work more than 27 hours. And I would be working on, you know, all the shitty shifts, and I would be, and it just wasn't worth it. So it was definitely the universe's way of telling me, you've done this, you're over this, we're not doing this anymore. All right, if you like what we're doing here at the Magic Junk Drawer, don't forget to like and subscribe, share us with your friends, and we will see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.